Hey Wolves, it's Mrs. Holm, your librarian, and I'm making this video to show you how to access some different databases that we have at Selkirk Middle School. So there's a couple different ways that you can get to our databases. And first of all, what a database is, it's a collection of sources that have been published, such as newspaper articles, magazines, videos that you can access for research. And cuts down on time that you would usually use to evaluate sources like you would on a website, because these have all been published. So here you can see I'm at our Selkirk Middle School website, and you can get to our library by clicking Academics and then Library. And then I have our Library Learning Commons website right here. You can see this Proquest Database Suite remote login. You can come back to here if you need this for the username and password, since it is a paid database. We have a special password for it. So I'm going to click on here, and it's under Research Resources. Like with anything in our school, there's multiple ways to access these. You can also come to our library classroom, Selkirk Library, and you click on classwork, and you can access my Bitmoji classroom here. And you can also access the web page right here through research. As you scroll down, here is our list of Proquest databases. And again, you will need this username, and the password is child90, but mine is saved. And we have multiple databases. This one would be more if you're researching history. This Search Discover has a lot of different topics for health and for, pretty good for middle school students. And then we've got learning literature, as it says here, it has lots of different searchable works. But the one that I like the best, that I feel like is all good all around database, is eLibrary. Okay. So a couple things that I want to show you guys here is, this is pretty cool. You can log in and link your Google account. And that way, if you want to save anything in your drive, it is automatically linked there. So that's pretty cool. They've got trending topics, editor's picks, controversial issues, those kind of things. You can search by topic, so science and mathematics. Maybe you want to search on environmental issues or climate change. Okay, they have lots of different topics to kind of get you started here. I'm going to keep on scrolling down here. I'm going to click on environmentalism, kind of show you what this looks like here. What's wonderful about this is, again, if you wanted to save it to your Google Drive, you could do that and have it. You found something really good, but you want to come back to it later to really look at it closer and read it. Got it there. You can also cite easily. So what you could do is you could copy and paste this citation, and it's in proper MLA 8 format, and you can put it into your final PowerPoint or slides or whatever you're making. You can print it as well. So if you click on this little more button here, this is a really good place to start. It gives you some background on environmentalism. Okay, some different things here you could read up on. So if you don't know a whole lot about how it started, kind of the movement, you could definitely read more here, go through that. Okay, as I go back, what's super cool too is there's a ton of other things for you. They've got a photo gallery, so some different media. background history. And then the more modern movement, got some awesome different types of infographics here to show you that have been created. And climate change, global warming. Okay, maybe we want to look more into, the deforestation of rainforests. We can read about this as well and learn about it. So again, you can click more to read it. You can listen to it. It has that option too. And if you wanted to search for a different type of topic, sports, just put in a really just basic search here. Okay. I wanted to show you this too. You can, usually what it does, that this search will just take the word sport and it will, or sports, and it'll look and see how many times that it pops up in the article. And so that's what brings up the ones that are most relevant. If you wanted to search just by like most recent, you can do that as well. Okay, so you could, it switches your search, but if you want to go to relevance, it switches it back. And then you can also do it by source type. So if you only wanted images or if you wanted some video to put into your presentation, you could just exclude the other things, the other types of sources, and then it will just bring those up. So as you can see, we have newspapers, magazines, scholarly journals are from like something you would see at college. We've got images, books, multimedia. There are some web resources that have been vetted and looked at by the experts at Proquest to be valid and reliable. Transcripts, so these would be of like speeches or podcasts. And again, if you wanted to search by a certain date, you could do that as well. So databases are a great way to conduct and read more about your research topic. So I hope that you will give it a try.